Hey Samford fans, welcome into this week's edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight presented by Coca-Cola. I'm John McAfee. Today I'm joined by senior goalkeeper on the women's soccer team, Morgan McAslan. Morgan, appreciate you making some time.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Well, let's go back to your recruiting process. You're a native of Canada. You go to Ole Miss for a year and then you transfer to Samford. Talk a little bit about first your decision to go play at Ole Miss, and then when you were looking to move on, what is it about Samford that was appealing to you?
Yeah, definitely. So Ole Miss came up to see me in a tournament at Canada actually, and I initially went down, I visited, I loved the campus, I just loved the feel of the school. It was a big culture shock for me going down there, but after my freshman year I decided that I wanted to change and I came on a visit here. I didn't really know too much about Samford, but when I got on campus and just got to meet the coaches and meet some players, I immediately fell in love with it. And I think the biggest draw for me was seeing how Coach puts together his non-conference schedules, playing the big teams, and still getting that I thought was going to be such a great fit for me.
Speaking of a hard non-conference schedule, you've already played a lot of Power 5 teams this year. What have you seen overall out of the team through the first month or so? Hard to believe, but you're already approaching the end of the non-conference schedule.
Yeah, it's crazy that it's almost over, but it's been a great non-conference schedule for us. Like I said, we played Alabama, we played Ole Miss, we're going to play Texas, we played Auburn. So we played a lot of big schools right off the bat, which was challenging, I think, for us to jump right into Auburn. But I think along the way we found our groove. We have a lot of momentum coming off of the Alabama-Ole Miss weekend. And I just think we've learned a lot about the team. We're able to overcome those challenges and we'll be really ready once we go into conference.
I talked to Coach a little bit last week, and you're coming off a week where you were the defensive player of the week in the SoCon. He talked a lot about how obviously you never want a goalkeeper to lose you a game, but sometimes you need a goalkeeper to win you a game, and that's kind of what happened in that Alabama game. When you're playing these Power 5 opponents, do you approach it a little bit differently?
Yeah, I think naturally you have to. It's so exciting. It's just a big opportunity to play these big schools for us, like someone like Alabama or Ole Miss, who Ole Miss was just in the Sweet 16. What an opportunity for us. So I think naturally it just comes with a lot of excitement for us. We want to go out and win and prove who we are and prove that Samford can be put on the map for soccer.
How important is it to you to keep a clean sheet at the end of the game, too? Obviously the win is first and foremost, but you've got 2 clean sheets over the last 3 games.
Yeah, it's something that I think we take a lot of pride in. Me and the 4 backs, Kylie, Ella, Lindsay, Alyssa, they do a great job. They make my job very, very easy a lot of times. And I think we just take a lot of pride in being able to say we shut them out completely and just get that clean sheet. Feels like a second win.
How fun was this past Sunday's game against Jacksonville State? I know you didn't get as much action as you did against some of those SEC teams, but it's senior day. Everyone really got involved in the action. Audrey and Zoe both get on there and score some goals. It's got to be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. It was so much fun, especially for it to happen on senior day. It was awesome. Zoe gets a goal right away. Audrey came on big and got another goal. So it was just so nice seeing them get rewarded and seeing everyone get in for a little bit and just get rewarded for all the hard work we put in. So it was a lot of fun for us.
And academically, you're a senior as well. They did not honor you before the game, so obviously you do have that eligibility to come back for a 5th year. I'm assuming that that's the case here.
Yeah, I'm going to stay for a 5th year.
What was that discussion like with Todd when you found out there could be another year of eligibility? Was that something that was kind of a easy decision for you, or did you have to put some thought into it?
It was really easy for me. I remember it was at practice. He was like, come talk to me after practice. We're going to talk about 5th year. And I was like, we don't need to talk. We're good. I'm going to stay. Don't worry.
So
like,
no-brainer right off the
yeah.
bat. Tell us a little bit about what you want your future to hold when you graduate from Samford, when your soccer career is behind you. What's next for Morgan McAslan?
I think I want to start to continue my soccer career. I definitely, my biggest goal would be to play in the NWSL or go play across the sea, go get some international experience or something like that. Our big goal of mine would be to be on Team Canada one day, but we'll see. But besides that, I'm an education major, so I think after everything comes to an end with soccer, I want to be a high school teacher one day.
All right, Morgan, we're going to end with some rapid fire questions. We're going to do some about you and then some about your teammates.
All right.
All right, favorite pregame meal?
A sandwich.
Just a sandwich?
Yeah.
Really? Anything special on it? Just
some ham or something, maybe turkey.
Okay, all right. Favorite spot in Birmingham?
Samford.
Yeah, there you go. Specifically the soccer field, I'm
Yeah.
sure. If you were playing a different sport, what would it be?
Hockey.
What position? Goalie?
Actually, no, I used to play forward.
Okay. I mean, that hockey makes sense being a Canadian.
Does
Okay.
make-
Do you have an NHL team that you support?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Okay. All right. It's been a while for them.
Yeah, it has been, but gotta stay loyal.
Yeah, there you go. Most recent TV show that you've binge watched?
Schitt's Creek.
Okay. Do you watch Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta ask that, being a soccer player. Great show. Favorite road trip you've been on with the team?
I think it was when we went to the NCAA tournament 2 years ago.
Let's move on to your teammates. Biggest comedian?
Ooh, a lot of people. Maybe Alyssa Frazier,
Okay.
Layla Brown, a couple of them, yeah.
Who's the best chef?
Chef, Layla.
Okay. What is she good at cooking?
Well, we live together, so she always makes like rice bowls, she makes sushi, she makes some
Really?
impressive
Homemade
stuff.
sushi?
Yeah.
That is pretty impressive. Biggest cheerleader?
Zoe and Emma.
Who's most likely to score on you in training?
Alyssa.
Okay. Who never scores on you in training?
The rest of them know.
Nobody else. What teammate would you take to a desert island?
Taylor.
Okay. Why?
She's one of my closest friends.
If you could bring back any former teammate and put them on this year's team, who would it be?
Ooh, I would have to say one of the twins, Lexi or Caroline.
Oh, how do you pick one and
yeah,
not
you
the
can't.
other, though?
You have to take it both.
Yeah,
So.
okay, there you go. Morgan, I appreciate your time. Good luck at Texas this week.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
That's senior goalkeeper at Morgan McAslan. I'm John McAfee. That'll do it for this edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight presented by Coca-Cola.